Hi everyone, this is Elisa from An Eyes to a Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you so much for coming. I do love showing off my makes, and I'm so glad you come to see them. You can find me as An Eyes to a Box on Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, and Etsy. So I started a new way of filming in which I show little make tiny little daily videos of what I've been doing that day. Usually you don't see me in front, you will see the work. And that's what I did this week. So I will show you what I've been up to. Hello, my friends. I wanted to show you my cookie jar. This is my cookie jar, which I put all these little bits and pieces of yarn. There are some this big, there are some this big, and normally they go into baskets. Now this it doesn't look like it right now, but it was so full, it was all the way to the top, and I was actually squeezing in yarn. And at that point, normally I would start making a basket, but I really don't feel like making a basket. So Rose from Rose Likes Crochet is collecting granny squares. So I'm making granny squares out of them. Here's two of them that I have completed, kind of, obviously not completed, but finished the crochet part. I have to weave in the ends. Here's two that I have finished, and I'm working on a third, and this is all the worsted weight yarn. I pulled it out of the jar, but this is all the worsted weight yarn I have, and I'm gonna make as many as I could, and I don't think I can make, like, I need to have enough yarn to do all 5 rows of this granny square. This is almost 6 inches. I'm gonna block him so it is 6 inches, but right now I need to be able to have enough yarn to do this row, and I'm not sure how many more squares I will get out of this, but that's what I'm doing right now. I thought I'd show you my jar. I always talk about it and tell you my jar is full, but I never showed it to you before, so here it is. Talk to you later. Hello everybody, it's Saturday, and I thought I'd show you what I'm working on. I actually, remember I told you I pulled out all the greens. I'm working on something with the greens. This is the sun-ripe tomato shawl from Bag O' Day. I did make it once before. I just finished weaving in ends. I'll show it to you next time I do a front-facing video, but it doesn't fit on my bed. I thought it would be nice to have long stripes for this one. And then I realized if I did short stripes, I would have less leftovers, because I'm always finishing, like, I finish the yarn at the end of the row. I don't continue until it finishes. But anyways, it is what it is. I'm liking it so far. These colors here are beautiful, and they go really, really well together. They're the greens and the more yellowy side, and now I'm starting on the greens that are more on the blue side. I think he'll look good together at the end, but right now I'm like, does this go? Ooh, focus. Does this go? I'm not so sure. But anyways, that's what I did so far on this. I'm obviously over there. I also, I showed you a little blurb earlier today when I started, made granny squares. So I used to really enjoy making things for Rose from the various charities that Rose from Rose Likes Crochet does. But lately I haven't done anything. I've, I had the Crochet problems earlier this year, and all I wanted to do was whatever I wanted to do. I wasn't getting inspired by anything. I didn't do any of her crochet kindness gifts, not because I didn't want to. It just felt like a lot. And today I finally felt like, ooh, I could make those. And so what I did was, I showed you I took out my cookie jar, which is my end, like my scrappy scraps, like very little left. And I made these crazy granny squares. I did work together to make sure the colors looked okay together. This one was definitely the hardest. It didn't seem to want to go with anything. So I had to stretch it, like figure it out a lot. But they are kind of crazy in color. Here's two that I actually finished weaving the ends in, because after I weaved in the ends of that shawl, I weaved in these two. So these two have their ends weaved in. With those little bits of yarn, I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. And I just don't have enough any balls big enough to actually do the last row. I probably could do 1 or 2 more squares up to the 5th row, but this last row, I don't think I have anything left. So that's where I stopped. I have a lot of DK weight, so I might do some with DK weight. I might not. We'll see. This is all acrylic yarn, but there are some that, like this, for example, that is a cotton acrylic blend. This also, the green, is also cotton acrylic blend. But this is what I did. I will send it to Rose from Rose Likes Crochet whenever it is that I decide to send stuff. And yeah, I made those today. So this I started working on yesterday, Friday. I did film yesterday, which went into last week's video. But I didn't film after I started this. So all of this, I did most of this yesterday. I think I just up to probably here I did yesterday, and the rest I did today while doing one of those teacher training courses that I had to do. I'm finished with them now. The other ones I had to do within a certain time frame, but this one hadn't expired until recently, so I had to do this one. But now it's done. I don't have any of it hanging around saying, hey, you still have to get this done. It's all done. Yeah, so that's what I worked on today. I'll show you more tomorrow, and hopefully this week I will have a front-facing video. Not yet because of my face, but hopefully this week I will have a front-facing video and I'll be showing you everything properly. But anyways, well, not everything. I'm not going to show you these again. I just showed you these ones. But we'll see what happens, all right? I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, my friends. I am going to show you what I've been working on today. And when I was editing my video the other day, I noticed I made this. It was almost finished. I didn't finish it. This is a C2C waffle stitch bag. I used Crystal from Bag O' Day's tutorial on how to do the C2C, and I made a really long rectangle, folded in half, seamed both sides, and then I worked some single crochets. I just did 2 rows because I thought this looked really cute. 2 rows of single crochets, and then the handles are 3 rows of single crochets. So over here is a total of 5. I am thinking of lining it, but honestly, I have so many bags that are ready. All it needs is lining, and it's just sitting there. So I might not. Yeah. So I just wanted to show you that. Now I'll show you what else I worked on. Alright, this is what else I've been working on. I don't remember where I was when I filmed last. I think I might have been here. I just don't remember, and I forgot to put a stitch marker. So this is the sun-dried tomato shawl or wrap, and I'm working up all my green 2-weight yarns with this. So I started from dark, and I'm working my way to light. I have 1 more skein after this, and then I'll be done. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on today. Health-wise, things took a bad turn. I have pink eye, my friends. How did I get pink eye? I don't even know. But I have pink eye now. My eyes are hurting. I just want to feel better, like not sick anymore. That would be really, really nice. But we'll see how this week turns out. This is my last week of work. School ends this week on Thursday for my kids and myself. And I'm not sure if I could get there. Well, anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hello, it's me again. It is Monday, and I didn't crochet much today. I did do these 3 rows last night. I think I did one of the rows today, actually. And yeah, I might work on it later. And I also wanted to show you this. When I was going through my scrap yarn for worsted weight acrylic yarn to make those squares, I found one that was cotton. So I have been using this a lot right now. These are makeup removing pads, and since I do not use makeup that much, I don't really have too many of these. But since my eyes have been hurting, I've been soaking them in hot water or rinsing them off in hot water and putting on my eyes for relief. And I thought I need some more because I don't have too many. And so I made as many as I could with that little ball of yarn. This is leftover from the cell phone pouch I made a while ago to replace the other one I had. But yeah, those are the 2 things I worked on, which isn't... Honestly, I didn't crochet much today. I spent most of the day in bed. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, today is Wednesday, so I have one more day of filming after this. I did not film yesterday. I apologize. I just lost track of time. So first thing, since this is a front-facing video, I'm going to show you my Just Feel Festive shawl like this. This is how it turned out. This is what I started with. I started with the lights and I worked my way to the darks. And this is what it looks like. It is a little bit more than a wingspan. I am 5'4". I think it turned out really nice. It is a little on the thick side, but I think some people, hopefully the person who gets it likes it. But that's what I have. That's done. The other one that is done is my sun-dried tomato shawl, which is I pulled out all my 2/8 purples, and then I pulled out all my 2/8 greens, and I was going to put them together, but I felt like the shawl was finished. It didn't need the greens. Like, honestly, if I had more purples, I would have put it on and make it a little longer, but I didn't want to add another color just for a little bit. So I did this shawl. This is the sun-dried tomato shawl from Bagode. Oh, this is from Kalisha Ryan. They'll Just Feel Festive. And this is a Bagode shawl. Here it is. I finished it. I chained a little bit more than she did because I was using thinner yarn, but not too much more. And this is a smaller, it is more than a wingspan for me, so it's more than 5'4", but it's not a very, especially big wrap. I did like making it, I enjoyed it, and oh my gosh, this yarn, the last one right here, this is Elise or Elise yarn. I forget what I think it's Yarn Art.
It's a child.
No, it's Elise or Eliza. No, you're so distracting me. Okay, it's Elise or Elise. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's Bella. And I love this yarn. And seriously, if I could afford Hobium shipping, I would so get it. I'm holding it like this because I think it lends itself back to it. It looks nicer that way. But this is how I worked it up. And as you can see, this is where I was last time I showed it to you. And now it's finished. Is there anything you wanted, sweetheart? You just want to stand there and dance behind the camera?
Sit on the bed.
Okay, give me a minute and I'm almost finished, okay? So those are the two shawls, both of them done. I did not want to start another shawl. Oh, wait. I also want to show you, where is it? Smiles, do you see it?
What?
Oh, here it is.
Kinosuke?
Whatever he said, the name is. I also finished this. This is going to be my daughter's birthday present because it took me too long to make to just give it on its own. Pretty much. But this is the mouse character that she asked me to make. It's from a video game. And I made it, and there it is.
I know the video game.
He knows the video game, and he wants one, well, a different character from the same video game. And I'm like, ah. But I probably will end up making it eventually. But yeah, this is how it looks like. I finished it. This is done.
What the heck?
Was that my ring light?
I think it was this one.
Yeah, lights are starting to blink.
Yay.
Okay, anyways, there it is. It's finished. So I have a few finishes. In fact, anything else I'm going to show you is new because I just started it. Now, I forgot to check this. I told myself, look, check it up. Look it up on your patterns to tell you what the name of this pattern is. And I forgot, so it's going to be linked down below. I started at top. And this is it. I am using this yarn, Kotlin from Knit Crate or We Crochet. And this is a 3-weight yarn, although this pattern does call for a 2-weight. But since I crochet yarn under, my stitches end up being very tight. So I thought 3-weight would be fine, and it does fit me just fine so far. I don't have enough yarn. I don't have enough yarn for this. This is how it looks like so far. And I used up an entire ball, and I only have 3 of these balls. Now, I knew I didn't have enough. The reason I chose this particular pattern is because I want to use, where's the yarn? This yarn. This is hand-dyed yarn that I got from my LYS. Bye, sweetie. It is unique cotton. And it is Earth, URTH yarns brand. Unique cotton. I wanted to use this. Now, when I bought this from my LYS, there was a bunch of them, but they're all different dye lots, and this is the dye lot I liked, and there was only one. So I spent a lot of time trying to find something I thought would go with this. And at the end, I decided this yarn would go with it. It's got almost, like, if you look at it, they're almost exactly the same color. So I thought this yarn would go with it. So this is going to be, like, the top will be made with this, and the bottom will be made with this. But I don't think my 3 balls of yarn is going to cut it. I don't think my 3 balls of yarn is going to cut it, plus this. So I did order yarn from Knit Picks, or We Crochet. I ordered from We Crochet. This is what I have so far. I didn't work on it at all today. I worked on this yesterday. Okay, you're just showing everything off. All right, yeah. And the last thing I want to show you is what I did today. Well, today I spent a lot of time weaving in ends and sewing up the...
Not that.
Where did it go? Where did you put it?
What?
I was sewing this guy up and doing the painting.
Painting?
Yeah. Where's, like, I painted the star. It's a little... The paint... It's a little off-centered. I was planning to make a smaller star, and it looked horrible, so I had to make it bigger. And when I made it bigger, it made it off-centered. I painted on the buttons, and there's buttons here, stripes here. This is all fabric paint, and 2 little buttons here. So I was painting this and sewing this, so a lot of my day went with that. And then I started making this. Now, I had this idea a while ago. I just haven't gotten around to making it, but I just decided to make a little giraffe. So I'm using Sweet Rose Fruits yarn from Premier, and I'm making a little giraffe. This is the banana colorway. Oh my goodness, okay, this is the banana colorway. I have gotten this far. I'm going to make the neck longer, but honestly, I'm not sure what I want to do with the head. I don't know how I want to make the head yet. So who knows when this will finish, but this is what I worked on.
Yay.
Yeah, so that's what I've been working on today. I will do one more video. I'll do one more video tomorrow to end up this week of crafting. And anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yay!
Hello, my friends. I'm here to show you what I've been doing for the past couple of days. I didn't film yesterday, which I should have because that was my last day of filming. But things went a little crazy. I thought I'd film this morning, but life happened and I couldn't. So today is Friday. It is in the evening. And I thought I'd quickly come and show you what I've been doing. So I started the square bottom granny square bottom market bag. I don't know exactly what the name is, but it will be linked down below. And I finished the base and I have just started the sides with the black. I am using working yarn, or scrap yarn as most people would call it, that I've had for a while, and I'm like, it's time to get rid of this. So what can I do? So I've decided these are all 100% cotton. They're leftovers from other projects. This is what I have from another bag, and that's what I'm working on. I had pulled, I think, 5 of them. I don't know if I'll need all of them, but that's how much I pulled. Next thing I wanted to show you, which I finished soon after filming, is the giraffe. And while I do think the giraffe is cute, I absolutely hate the color change. Here it looks yellow, but this is white. And I don't like it. I really, really don't like the color change on the head. And so I stopped working on it just because I don't like that. It's almost finished. I just need to make horns and a tail, which will take no time at all. But I've decided I need to start again. Now also, if you notice, the legs are kind of wonky. The reason the legs are wonky is because when I did the joining here, when I single crocheted them together, I apologize if you hear noises. Life is lifing. I have other people in the house. But anyways, when I was joining here, I did, I think, one too many stitches. So when I restarted, this one's slightly bigger because I took out less stitches from the middle. I restarted it, and instead of doing, I think I did 4 here, I did 3 here, where for the seam for joining the legs. I know you don't understand what I'm talking about, but let's just say I used less stitches for joining the legs than I did in this one, and I think it looks better. But this is what I have so far. It is a little bigger. I think it's just that I've already made it, you know, and I'm making it again, and I just don't have the attention span for it, I guess. But I will finish it before the end of this week. I will. So that's what I worked on. And the last thing, which I might have to turn off my camera to get to it. No, I was able to get to it without turning off my camera, is the top. I forget the name of the top, but it will be in the description down below. In this top, this t-shirt, basically it starts like this and then it ends up being half double crochets. I am very, very, very much enjoying this project. I love working on it. The only reason I am not working on it too much and I'm spending time doing other stuff is because I only have this skein and one other skein of this color yarn left. And I'm pretty sure that's not enough. I did order from We Crochet more of this Kotlin yarn, and I intend to finish it off with this yarn, which is unraveling. I really need to kick it up. It's not dehanking. This is Earth Yarn, URTH yarns, unique cotton, hand-dyed yarn. I want to finish it off with this yarn. I bought this yarn from my LYS, and while I was perfectly willing to buy more than one skein, I liked this dye lot a lot, and this was the last one in this dye lot. And the other ones just didn't look the same and didn't appeal to me as much as this one, so I bought this one with the intention of matching it with something else. And if you look, this color right here and this color are very, very similar, so I thought they could work well together. So this is going to be at the bottom of the top, but meanwhile for the middle of the top I still need more of these, which is why I've slowed down on working on this top. But I'm enjoying it like a lot. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm going to put this aside so I could start kicking it up. Anyways, that is what I've been working on this week. This week has been, it's been difficult. I'm done with work, by the way. Last day of school was Thursday, yesterday, and I did go in. I'm feeling better. I'm still coughing a lot, and I'm still weak at some points, but I'm feeling a lot better than I have been. And yeah, anyways, that's what I've been up to. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe. Bye.